Ever look back on your day and wonder, where did all my calories go? Well, when I did that, I started to realize that I was wasting a lot of calories on foods that I didn't really need and that I didn't even enjoy that much. And that was holding me back from my weight loss progress. So, what changed this was I started thinking about my calories as if I had a daily gift card. And that's what really got me thinking about how I was spending my calories every day. If you're trying to lose weight, then you're probably trying to stay in a calorie deficit over time, and that means you're working with a set number of calories every day. So, like a gift card with a limit, how are you going to spend those calories? You can spend them however you want, but are you going to spend them on something worthwhile, or are you going to spend them on something that really doesn't matter? In the past, my eating was more mindless. I would pretty much eat whatever was put in front of me. And if I went out to dinner, I pretty much went all out. I would eat the rolls and the butter at the table. I'd have an appetizer, my entree, throw in a dessert, and maybe even a couple of drinks. I was eating in a way where I really wasn't paying attention to how much the meal was costing me, and not in money, but in calories. Now, it's okay to go out and enjoy yourself and have a good time, but I realized that I was wasting a lot of calories on things that really didn't matter to me. And by that, I mean they just were not worth eating or wasting calories on because they were maybe just okay. Maybe they didn't taste all that great, or it was something that I was just eating because it was there, but it wasn't something that I really cared for that much, or made a difference really in whether I was enjoying my meal or not. Or if I did have something that was really good, but it was high in calories, a lot of times I would end up eating way too much of it and just wasting too many calories on it. I mean, if I'm blowing a ton of calories on bread and butter and just some average apps or a dessert that's really big but is not all that great, I mean, what am I really getting out of that? Is that something I really need to have? Or am I just eating it because it's there? Instead, I started eating more intentionally. I started making better decisions on how I was spending my calories, and that helped me be a lot more selective. So I would ask myself, do I really need the bread rolls with the butter, or the extra drink, or that full dessert? Is it worth it for me to spend my calories on this? And if the answer is yes, great, go for it. If not, then pass, or have a little bit, or split it with somebody. And if I did spend a lot of calories on something, then I would ask myself, is there someplace else that I could cut back? Because that gift card balance, it's decreasing. So start thinking about how you're spending your calories and why. And look at your meals and ask yourself, are there things that I could cut out that really won't make a difference as to whether I'm going to enjoy this meal or not? Sometimes cutting out some simple things can make a big difference in your weight loss. For example, a Greek restaurant that I order takeout from always includes a pita with the meal. And I always end up eating the pita because it's included. Now, the pita is probably about 200 calories, but what was worse is that I was putting butter on the pita. So that was making it probably 350 or more calories. Eventually, over time, I realized I really don't need the butter on the pita, so I cut that out. And then eventually I realized, well, I don't really even need the pita. I mean, it was a very good pita, but it wasn't something that I absolutely needed. It wasn't the reason why I was ordering food from the restaurant. It didn't make a difference for me as to whether I would enjoy my meal or not. So I realized it wasn't worth it for me to spend calories on that. Also, when I used to go to events where there was a lot of food, I always found myself overeating. And a lot of times I was eating foods that were just okay, that I really didn't need to waste calories on. For example, I recently went to a friend's house for a birthday celebration and they were serving this kind of like junky store bought birthday cake. Well, I took one bite of it and I realized I didn't really like it that much, and I'm not going to waste my calories on this. It's just not worth it. Now, I know in the past I would have still eaten the cake. Now, if the cake was special in some way, it was very tasty, or if it was made by somebody there, I would have taken the time to enjoy it. I just want to be really clear that this is not about restriction. This is about intention. This is about taking a pause and saying to yourself, is it worth it for me to spend calories on this thing that I'm actually going to eat? So here's something to try. The next time you go out to eat or you're about to have a snack, ask yourself, do you want to spend part of your gift card on this? Do you want to spend part of your daily calories on this? And if the answer is yes, great, do it, enjoy it. But if not, then just save the calories for something else and skip it. Or swap it out with something that has less calories. Little choices like this, they really add up over time and they make a big difference for your weight loss progress. And to be honest, this was one of the main things that I did that helped me stop feeling out of control around food. So, how are you going to spend your gift card balance every day? Remember, you don't need to be perfect, just intentional. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what I had to say, click the like button, subscribe, remember to stay active, and I'll see you in the next video.